Hello friends, no confidence motion has been moved against the present government by the opposition. Today we will discuss the rules of procedure regarding this motion as well as the important facts and history which are important for our examination. If you want to download the slide, you can find the link in the description box. If you want to listen to this video in Hindi, then also you can find the link in the description box. It is available on our another channel, that is prepezee. So now let us discuss this article. Basically, on yesterday, Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla has admitted a no confidence motion against the Modi government. So let us first understand that what actually is a no confidence motion. See, its power, the low confidence motion, this motion derives its power from Article 75, Part 3 of the Indian Constitution. Basically, the 75 article and third statement in that says that the Council of Ministers is collectively responsible to the Lok Sabha, that is the House of People. Now, this simply means that whenever the House of People pleases, it has the power to dismiss the present government, that is the Council of Ministers. The only thing is that it is not so simple. The thing is that the government is there because it enjoys the majority in the House. Therefore, whenever the House feels or the opposition feels that now we have enough members to dismiss this government, then only they moved a no confidence motion. So that is the basic principle behind this motion. Although what is presently happening that we will also discuss in the next few minutes. So basically, the House of People, whenever it feels that enough members or a majority of members are against the present government from continuing, they do not want the present government to continue, they can move such a motion, and if passed, the government has to resign. Now, from this statement, it is clear that only the House of the People, that is Lok Sabha, has the power to move a no confidence motion. It cannot be moved by the Rajya Sabha. So please remember this, that Rajya Sabha has absolutely no power to move this motion. Secondly, the detailed procedure regarding this motion is mentioned in the rules of procedure of Lok Sabha. So in that, it is mentioned that at least 50 members should be there who support this motion so that it can be admitted by the Speaker of the Lok Sabha. Now let us discuss these rules in some detail. See, firstly, when we talk about the rules of procedure, they were made in 1952. They were adopted on 17th of April 1952. Now, they are titled Rules of Procedure and Conduct of Business in Lok Sabha. They are published by the Lok Sabha Secretariat. They derive their source or power from Article 1182. What does it say? See, the crux of Article 1182 is these three words, until rules are made. These four words, until rules are made, that is how we get this rules of procedure. The other part says that whatever rules or conventions are there, which are there before the commencement of the Constitution, will be effective till the time the chairman or the parliament makes new rules. If Lok Sabha Speaker or the chairman, they can have some modifications on these conventions, that is also okay. But until rules are made, we will be following the conventions. And therefore, there was a requirement to make these rules. And therefore, after 2 years, in 1949, Constitution was ready. And then in 1950, 26th of January, it was adopted. So within 2 years, we had made these rules of procedure and conduct of business, and they were adopted in 1952. Now, let us discuss that what these rules say about no confidence motion. First of all, see, these 2 points are very, very important. First of all, they are mentioned in the chapter number 17. Please remember that. And within chapter number 17, it is the rule number 198 which has the detailed procedure for no confidence motion. Now, chapter 78 has 2 important things. One is the no confidence motion, which we will be discussing in a moment. The second, which the UPSC may ask you, is the statement by a minister who has resigned. So it might give you a statement that chapter 17 is only regarding no confidence motion. So then if it says only, then it is wrong. Why? Because it also has statement by a minister who has resigned. Or it may also say that give you that question which is kind of the questions which are now going on, that how many of these are correct. So chapter 17, it might say it relates to a minister who has resigned. And in that case, you might be tempted to think that this is wrong, but this is actually not wrong, because this is also mentioned in chapter 17. So you should be, you should notice these things. These are the things where UPSC will try to trap you. Now let us discuss rule number 198. What it says. See, rule number 198, basically it says that no confidence motion, what is the procedure? By restrictions, we mean what is the procedure to be followed in case a no confidence motion is admitted against the Council of Ministers. So firstly, it says that it has to be, the member has to ask for the permission of the House to the Speaker. And if Speaker agrees to it, that yes, this motion, first of all, it will put it to the House, that whether 50 members support it or not. The one another thing which it mentions, this part 1, that is the statement 1 actually of this rule, it says that if it is given to the Secretary General of Lok Sabha, this motion, before 10 a.m., then it is considered that this motion has been given on today. If it is given after 10, then it will be assumed that it is given next day, that is tomorrow. Now, why is it significant? It is significant because of this clause, that if the motion is accepted, then not more than 10 days, Speaker will not take more than 10 days to admit this motion. So this is why it is important that within, if you are giving before 10 a.m., then it will be considered today. If after 10 a.m., it is considered next day. Okay, so first of all, this thing. Now, the procedure says that if Speaker is of the opinion that the motion is drafted correctly, then Speaker will ask those members who are in favor of this motion to rise. And if in this procedure, the Speaker counts that yes, 50 members have risen, then the Speaker says that okay, the House has agreed to discuss this motion, and the member has the leave of the House. If 50 members do not rise, then the member does not have the leave or the permission of House to admit this motion. So please remember this. These 2 points are: more than 50 members, yes, admitted, and yes, we will have discussion. Less than 50 members are standing, then no, it is not admitted. If it is admitted, then it should be admitted within 10 days. This is also important. Within 10 days, the motion needs to be put for discussion in the House. Now let us discuss the other 3 points. First of all, if it is okay, if the Speaker has agreed that yes, the motion is now admitted, then the Speaker will allot a day or days for the motion to be put for discussion. Now, when the discussion has taken place, when the discussion is done on the days which have been allotted, then there would be a vote that is mentioned in this statement number 4. Determine the decision of the House. This means that after discussion has been done, there would be a vote on that discussion. And finally, the 5th point says that Speaker may put forward a time limit for the speeches to be made in the discussion. So these are the rules of procedure. If in this vote, the majority of members determine that no, we do not have confidence, then the government has to resign. Then the government must be asked to resign. Otherwise, the government will continue. Now let us discuss that what has happened in the present no confidence motion. See, it was moved by the Congress Deputy Leader Gaurav Gogoi. Now, what is the agenda? Does the opposition seek to dismiss or dislodge the government? No, that is not possible. Why? Because in Lok Sabha, we need 272 members to continue the government. Now, NDA, if you talk about the alliance, ruling alliance, it already has 331 members. Even if we say that yes, some of the members may not vote, then again BJP, it is having 303 MPs of its own. So there is no problem as such for the government. So then why the opposition, and opposition also knows that. So why the opposition has moved this motion? Because it is not just there to dislodge the government. If the opposition feels that the government is not doing its work correctly, then to bring it to the notice of people through the House, the opposition can move this no confidence motion. It wants to discuss this matter. See, in this case, opposition has many times said that Prime Minister Modi, he has not made a statement on Manipur issue. Why is he silent on this issue? And therefore now it has made this discussion, it has put forward this motion so that a discussion can take place on this issue. So that is the reason. Now let us have a look at what are the history of NCMs. Let's just enlarge this. So basically, see, these points are there which are important. Let us discuss some important facts. First of all, the first point. When was it moved for the first time? In the third Lok Sabha, that is in 1963. No confidence motion was brought by J.B. Kripalani against the Nehru government. So this is very important. This was the first such motion. So now, you know, till now 27 no confidence motions have been brought, and including the present one, there will be 28. So 21s have been brought till now, but none of these motions have been passed. None of the motions had still now led to, it has not passed by the Lok Sabha. But yes, one of these motions has actually led to the fall of government. For example, here, see, this one, Y.B. Chavan moved a motion against Morarji Desai government in 1979. So, the outcome was that the PM, Morarji Desai, he resigned from his post. The only thing here which you need to remember is that even in this case, the no confidence motion was not passed. Before it could be passed, the PM resigned. So therefore, you must remember that till now no confidence motion has been passed by the Lok Sabha. Second important point is, which is the longest discussion. See, on the second motion, that is the third Lok Sabha, the second motion which was moved by N.C. Chatterjee against Lal Bahadur Shastri government, 24 hours time was taken for discussion. This is the longest time which has been taken for no confidence motions discussion. Now the last motion, it was in 2018. It was moved by Srinivas Kesineni against the Narendra Modi government. Why it was moved? Because Telugu Desam party, that is Chandrababu Naidu, he had quit the National Democratic Alliance. Why? Because he was demanding special category status for Andhra Pradesh, and that was not being given. So therefore he quit the alliance, and therefore the opposition put the majority question towards vote. This is the same motion on which, if you remember, that Rahul Gandhi, he walked over to Prime Minister Modi and then he embraced or hugged him. So these are the major points which you should remember for your prelims examination. Now, if you like this, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.